In today's world, power is not decided by speeches, slogans, or diplomatic statements alone. Real power is proven on the battlefield of capability, strategy, and deterrence. And in the modern era, one form of power has become absolutely decisive: air power. Go beyond headlines and expose the real forces shaping global affairs. Today, we will talk about air power through the lens of geopolitics and current global realities. We will look at how air power is used as a strategic tool across the world. And finally, we will bring the discussion to South Asia, where at the end of the day, Pakistan's primary security challenge remains India. If we study the global use of air power, one of the most powerful example comes from the Israeli Air Force. In 1981, Israel carried out a strategic level airstrike on Iraq's nuclear reactor. That operation was executed using F 16 aircraft, and the result was clear and permanent. Iraq's nuclear ambitions were destroyed before they could mature. Years later, in 2006, Israel repeated a similar operation against a nuclear facility in Syria. These were not tactical attacks. These were strategic decisions designed to reshape the future balance of power. Pakistan has also faced similar threats in its history. A retired senior officer of Pakistan Air Force, Wing Commander Zafar, wrote that during the 1980s there were real concerns that India, possibly in coordination with Israel, could attempt a similar strike against Pakistan. However, due to professionalism, readiness, and deterrence capability of the Pakistan Air Force, such a scenario never materialized. Pakistan's air power legacy played a critical role in preventing that outcome. In recent years, we have again seen how Israel uses air power across Iran related targets, Syria, Lebanon, Yemen, and beyond. This clearly shows that in modern geopolitics, air power is not just a military option, it is a policy tool available directly to decision makers. Classical military thinkers once said that war is the continuation of policy by other means. Air power now shapes outcomes faster than any other force. Pakistan is also moving rapidly in this direction. Recently, footage from operation near the Chaman border showed the use of FPV drone swarms. Earlier military exercises had already hinted at this transformation. The Pakistan Army is adapting, and so is the Pakistan Navy. Surface vessels to underwater drones. Naval warfare itself is changing. The Russia Ukraine conflict showed the effectiveness of USVS, and Pakistan's Navy is clearly learning from these lessons. All this background is important to understand one key point: air power has become strategically decisive in the modern era. Another recent example is the between Thailand and Cambodia, where Thailand used F 16 and Gripen aircraft to conduct airstrikes. This shows that even regional conflicts now rely heavily on air dominance. Now, let us turn to Pakistan and India. In 2019, India attempted an airstrike at Balakot, which it continues to describe as successful. However, the facts are well known. The incident that followed, including the capture of the Abhinandan, exposed serious weaknesses and highlighted Pakistan Air Force operational superiority. What truly changed after that was Pakistan's shift toward multi domain operations. I can say this with responsibility. Today's Pakistan Air Force is not the same force it was a few years ago. Under the vision of Air Chief Marshal Zahir Ahmad Babar Sidhu, air power is no longer limited to air combat. Drones, Cyber warfare, space integration, and artificial intelligence have all been incorporated into the doctrine. Events up to May 7 clearly demonstrated the differences and thinking. India remains largely platform centric, while Pakistan has moved toward network centric warfare. This force multiplication allows Pakistan to outperform a numerically larger opponent, and the world witnessed the result. On May 10th, the employment of JF-17 aircraft with CM-400 AKG against advanced air defense systems further demonstrated this evaluation. This is not about numbers, this is about integration, speed, decision making, and doctrine. Looking ahead, Pakistan's strategy remains clear. We cannot match India in numbers, budget, or scale, but we maintain advantages in leadership, training tactics, technology, and operational thinking. India frequently claims future acquisition 114 Rafale aircraft, S-57 fighters, S-500 systems, but these claims are far removed from industrial and logistical reality. Even existing Rafale deliveries take years. Manufacturing backlogs alone make these timelines unrealistic. And when it comes to fifth generation aircraft, the global picture is very limited. The F-22 is not exported, F-35 is tightly controlled, China's J-20 is not for export. That leaves the J-35, which according to open source analysis may very well see Pakistan as its first export customer. Alongside this, advanced missile developments beyond PL-15 are also part of the future capability. India's recent propaganda, including false claims about J-10C or F-16 losses, reveals more desperation than strength. If India truly possessed overwhelming power, it could not need daily information, misinformation campaigns targeting Pakistan. The reality is simple. Pakistan Air Force, Pakistan Army, and Pakistan Navy and the Pakistani nation remain prepared and unified. India does not represent an extensional threat to Pakistan's survival. Pakistan's multi-domain doctrine, emerging air defense systems, drone warfare advancements, and future force planning reflect long-term strategic confidence. This discussion is not meant to convince critics. It is meant to reassure our own people. Trust in institution is built when preparation is visible, consistent, and credible. And Pakistan's defense posture reflects exactly that. Much more happening globally in air power, from Turkey's stealth drone weapon test to ongoing debates around F-35 exports in the Middle East. These topics deserve dedicated discussions. For now, we conclude here. Thank you for watching Voice of Globe. Till the next video, goodbye.